Footnotes from the Life Application Study Bible. Felix had been the governor for 6 years and would have known about the Christians, the way, a topic of conversation among the Roman leaders. The Christians' peaceful way of life had already proven to the Romans that Christians didn't go around starting riots. Paul's talk with Felix became so personal that Felix grew frightened. Felix, like Herod Antipas, had taken another man's wife. Paul's words were interesting to him until they focused on righteousness and self-control and the coming day of judgment. Many people will be open to discussing the Bible with you as long as it doesn't touch their lives too personally. When it does, some will resist or run. God's word can powerfully impact and convict people who hear it. In Felix's case, Paul's word convicted him enough to at least make him want to stop the conversation. The good news is not effective until it moves from principles and doctrine into a life-changing dynamic. When someone resists or runs from your witness, it is possible that you have succeeded in making the good news personal. If this happens, pray for understanding about the cause of their resistance and discernment about what you should do next. The resistance could be a sign that God is at work. Shosky, stop. Stop. The Jews were in the majority, and the Roman political leaders often deferred to them to help keep the peace. Paul seemed to incite problems among the Jews everywhere he went. By keeping him in prison, Felix left office on good terms with the Jews. Felix lost his job as governor and was called back to Rome. Porcius Festus took over as governor in late AD 59 or early AD 60. He immediately ordered Paul's trial to resume. Though God had promised that Paul would preach the gospel in Rome, the apostle had to endure more than 2 years of waiting in prison. In addition to this custody, Paul was subjected to other long stretches of time during which he could do little but trust God and wait for him to act. How do you handle waiting on God? Do you become anxious, angry, discouraged? Few things test our patience and faith like being forced to wait, which perhaps explains why our sovereign God often puts us in situations where we have no other choice.